Feet parallel. Come on, Yoki. Ready? Come on, Matthew. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Second stall. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, to the second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is actually in front of the forehead. This is your high block position, and you bend. This is your high block position, bend. So it's not just like anywhere up there, it's right in front of your forehead. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. Hands up, reach down, stretch. 1, 2, 3. To your right. To your left. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right. To your left. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right. To your left. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, Cal. Let's get in line. Ready? Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's Angie. You can stay there. Want to stay there? You can move in this way a little. And center. Okay, cross. Did we do? Oh, okay. Did we do the other side? Okay, let's go to the other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, cross. Hold your kneecaps. Hold your knees. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, hands in your waist, neck exercise, turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Tilt to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Down. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Center. Hands up. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Here, Matt, you can stand. Matthew, you can stand here. So, does everyone know Sarah? You know, she usually on Friday nights. So she went to Italy Wednesday, and she competed at the Gorshu tournament in Italy. So she got the second place for the southern fist, our style. So she just sent that, and it's going to be on Facebook. Bonnie's going to. It's already on Facebook. So.
She represented the U.S. team, so she had to qualify. So did she get gold last year?
Yeah. Well, the last year with in July they have the event, and she qualified. Several people qualified. I think Colleen qualified for Tai Chi, right? Was it last year? Yeah. And then.
World tournament.
Yeah.
World tournament.
So Eric's there too. So we don't know how he did. Yeah. So did you qualify? Did you qualify? No. You got disqualified? Did you qualify? Oh, you didn't go. You didn't go.
No, I went last year, but at my age group, they don't have.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's spread the feet. Okay, Andrew, ready? 1. You want to stand here? Oh, no, he doesn't want to. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, turn, stretch it out. Switch. 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 Switch, straighten the front knee. Switch. 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 Center. Squat down. Okay, shake it out. Okay, deep breathing, inhale. Exhale. Okay, find your center line. Where's your center line? Right in front of the nose. Right here. Right? So point towards your nose, make a fist, drop your elbow, and punch to that same place. Other hands on your waist. Center, switch. Same thing, aim there. Center, switch. And center, switch. And center. Next, hands here alternate. Turn your shoulders. Okay, so your hands cross the body. You see this switch? So it looks like that. Switch and switch. Edge of the hand. Switch. Okay, Cal, get your elbow up, Cal. Let's get it up. Point your elbow to the side. Yep, that's it. Center, circular movements, center line. Form your triangle, make your fists. Circular, circular, round. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Okay, back fist. Switch. And center. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands here. Horse stance, opening, bend. 1, 2, 3.5, down. Punch. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. Okay, low block. 1, 2, flatten out the palm, bend the wrists. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. Okay, middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. High block in front of the forehead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Close. Okay, all three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Let's reverse. 3, 2, 1. Right? 1, 2, 3. Drop your elbow and back to center. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So when we're here and we drop our elbow to this, that's when we're like in a position, like in a second form. That's what your elbows do, right? If it was here and we drop to middle, and that's where that hand would be. Right, so that's just sort of defining the positions. This is low, this is middle, this is high. This is middle, and this is low. Okay? Let's go to low block punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. Middle block punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. High block punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. Push. 1. Okay, bridges to the side. 2, 3. Low. 1, 2, 3. High. 1, 2, 3. Center. 1, 2, 3. Thrust. Turn. Roll. Close. Close it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should actually have about 4 inches between your feet when that finishes. It's about a fist width. That's a starting position. Or it could be if you put your feet together, then the outside edge of the foot would be about where you end. Your foot would end up for this position. In the warm-ups, when we start off this one, you start with your feet heels together 90 degrees, so it can open a little more. So you flare out your hips, pivot on the ball of your foot. That's your shoulder width, approximately. All right, that's just referencing, so we should all know that, so that if you were wondering how to get into that stance, just like that. Then if our feet are here, then when we pivot, it goes out, 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 and half. Then it ends up like this. Okay, shake it out. Do a few kicks. So I did this yesterday. 1, 2. Right, that's how your punches should look. 1, 2. You have this imaginary line that your nose, punch your nose, punch your nose. This goes here, right? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so that's the fundamental. 1, 2. Turn this foot out a little. Then you do your front kick. 1, 2, 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 kick. Switch. So it's not how many we do, it's how you do them. Ready? 1. Let's do the hands first. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. Okay? 1, 2, and then this turns out. Then you would kick. So that's the process. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, we try not to do this. Okay, try to hold your... If you're relaxed enough, your elbows will stay up, sustaining the position. 1, 2. Okay, this is the side protection. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. So, okay, relax a second. So these punches that we do, what we're doing is actually practicing our sun-aligned movement. The forward movement can be, like, if he punches, can be a punch or a block. See, so if I punch, this is a punch. When he punches, that's a punch. That's a punch. So you see what happens when my hand goes like this, that's an interception. That could be partial defensive action, right? When I punch again, and I do that, that's why it has to be there. So it's important when he throws a punch that it's like that. Now if you want, you can, like, again, 1, 2, kick, right? So that's where the kick comes in. So it's not just for exercise, there's functionality to the movement. So when we're here, 1, 2, the hand stays there, and then you kick, but you don't do this, right? That becomes a habit, right? So let's do the heel kick now. Same hand body form, but the only difference is you're pushing with the sole of your foot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, push. 1, 2, push. 1, 2, push. So you only have to go about your own belly height, because it's like this. 1, 2. Right, other hand comes out. Here. Boom. That's all you have to do. Oops. So it's like this. 1, 2, boom. Oops. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So it's a push. All right. 1, 2, push. 1, 2, push. Okay, let's switch the other side. 1, 2, again. 1, 2, push. 1, 2, push. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, next one, we're going to do the swing kick. So it's 1, 2, just goes up, and just go up as shoulder height, and then back down. Okay, so don't do this. Swing up, control it from here. 1, 2, swing, and back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's more of a stretch kick. 1, 2, go ahead. 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2, switch. Other side. Ready. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, swing. 1, 2, swing. 1, 2, swing. 1, 2, swing. 1, 2, and swing. So while you swing backwards, like if he's in a stance, he steps forward with his right foot. Step forward with the right foot. Punches. 1, 2, swing. And then this comes down. So it's like almost like an axe kick. So when you come up, that's your sweep. Okay, ready? Try a couple more. Let's do the right side. Ready? 1, 2, up and swing. Up and swing. Okay, switch. Switch feet, do the other side a couple times. 1, 2. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, next, round kick. Round kick, key thing is the knee, right? The more flex you are, the higher it goes, but we just have to go about chest height to your sternum. So you go 1, 2, kick. 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 Good. 1, 2. 1, 2. Over here. Kick here. 1, 2. Kick right here. Yeah, good. Your target's in your center. Right? 1, 2. If you can get a little higher, a little bit higher. Yeah, good. 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 Control the movement. 1, 2. Boom. 1, 2. Boom. 1, 2. Boom. 1. Whoa. That's a kick. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, switch. Side. Ready, go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, good. Shake it out. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so yesterday we went right into 5 stances. So let's do 5 stances. Everybody knows it. Do you know 5 stances? Okay. You can follow, or you want to just go, yeah. So you want to, yeah, you can go through that. Okay, let's go through it. Ready? 5 stances. Like yesterday, we'll just do the frontal version so that we can see what the movements are like. Right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Bend. Step. The horse stance. So let's go backwards like this. Chun Kyo. Sliding step. Punch. 1, 2, 3. Shift, cross. 1. Back fist to the face. Your face. Center. 1, 2. Reverse. Lift. Hop. And up. And close. So Matt, remember yesterday we went through, where does this hand start from to get to here? What's the most critical point? This, right? When it gets to here, it comes from right here. Because we know that when we do this, that's that line. When we're here, find that point, follow that track. So when we're here, and then it comes up, then you close. Okay, so where's the uppercut come from? It comes from here. In the form. Here, it actually comes from here. Because if you're here, you don't want to go like this. So from here, just comes up. And then we're here. Now in the first form, it comes from here. So there's just, wherever your hand is, that's where the uppercut is going to go from. You don't want to change your position, right? Okay. So I think everyone's pretty good with it. Let's go through first form. All right, first form. We'll do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. High, low. Twist. Dragon. In front of the face. Chun Kyo. Step back. We just did this in the 5 stand. We step backwards like that. Scoop. Okay, let's make a Z. See my elbow kind of bent over here? Okay. Palm down. Uppercut. Remove. punch. Squat down, uppercut, remove, punch, suspended horse, cross your hands, left hand on top, left hand's on top, so how your hands in an opposite position, 90 degrees to the back, strike, underneath, up, punch, down, up, sliding step, down, up, cross hand, cutting hand, double palm, remove, punch, step to the back, draw, elbow, back fist, palm, high block, crescent kick, jump kick, trapping hand, back fist, remove, punch, change directions, sliding step palm, scoop, press kick, punch. Here, where's your other hand, Cal? By here. Dragon. Step backwards. Sliding step. Punch. Turn. Turn. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Deep breathing. So at this point, for red belts especially, it's just sequence. So, we keep refining the movements. But when you get the blue belt, all of that has to happen. The refinement of movement. We did some of that yesterday. But we're going to move on to second form. Okay, ready? So let's see what pieces are in the second form, because we didn't do that yesterday. The first piece is this, chun kill. The kick, sliding step, palm, scoop, press, kick, and punch. That's that first sequence in the form. That same kick. All right, palm again. See that position? In the second form, you end up here. It's a chop instead of a palm. But the scoop, press, kick is the same when we do the step back. All right? So the options are this. The kick, the step forward, the kick, the retreat, thrust down, open, and chop. So that kick series, it's good to get that down so that when it shows up in the form, you know it. Okay, so from here, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, this is from 5 stances. This is from 5 stances. And that's where the chop happens. Scoop, press, kick, and punch. Okay, so that's complete. Next piece, chun kill. Punch. Step through. All right, diagonal strike. Lift. Elbow down. Dragon. Okay, so that's the next piece. Ready, draw back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, back. Okay, sliding step punch. 1 and pause. Punch. Wait. Punch, pause. So when we do that punch, make sure you have a good punch position. Ready? Do the punch. Okay. Step through. Stroke. Okay, diagonal strike. Here. This is here. So this is like this. Okay, the next position, it goes up to high block. And you're in a leaning stance. So this is the time to fix your stances. We're not looking at the transition, we're just getting you into the stance. Ready? Lift. And you have to turn your hips like this. And the knee. Yeah, like that. Because if you don't get that stance when you're here, then you're going to do the form the same way. It's always going to be not there. Once we're there, remember what we did in the warm-ups, and I went like this, right? So here, just drop your elbows and turn. There's your next movement. Then you go from here and dragon claw. Okay, so when we're here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Are you in a good leaning stance? If you are, then that's how it should be. The dragon claw, the wrist should be like this, bent. Okay, next. Yeah, so this is by the elbow. Yeah. Yeah, that's the offset stance. So these are the kind of things you have to fix when you're practicing this series or just that one position. Everything's a position. So get in the stance. Okay. Lean. And then dragon, right? Okay. So the next series, the part 2 of this, becomes cross stance. So you turn like this. Cross over. And then you split the hands. Then you spin, turn. Okay, so the turn. So a lot of times, if it's not pointed out, we don't know how to turn, so that we end up in an offset stance. The mistake a lot of times we make is this, and then you wonder why you're off balance. It's because of that turn. When you cross over, you have to pivot on the heel of the right foot. If you pivot off the heel of the left foot, so it's the heel and the ball, right? So when you cross, it's the ball of the foot and the heel. Look at your feet and see if you're doing it. And then if you don't end up right, that's good, right? So initially you have to kind of look at your feet to make sure you're doing the right thing. So see, that's good, right? Right? Turn. Try again. If you don't end up in an offset stance, then you got to keep doing it until you can figure it out. Go. Okay, that one was better, right? Okay, so you get the idea. So you have to practice that. If you have a little trouble, you got to practice it on your own. So when we're here, you cross and you spin, right? Then there's your high block. Your sliding step and your palm. So remember what I said about that kick, right? The kick is just this. 1, 2, just like that first time. Kick and jump back. So once we jump back, you go into reverse stance. 1, 2, 3. After you kick, you jump back, and now your hand's here. This one's going to thrust down. My shoulders are square to the mirror, right? Then we turn away. And this hand is actually out, so the elbow's here by your side. Cutting hand is back here. This one is here, then you chop. So this one has to flatten out, and this one has to meet it. Ready? 1, 2. Then we do this. And this. Then the foot goes down and diagonal strike. So then we have to fix the stance a little bit, so we're here, right? 1, 2, twist. So when you twist, that's how your knee gets behind that hip, that other leg. So here, 1, 2. Then we're going to kick. A blade kick, 1, and a phoenix eye. And in your phoenix eye position, or let's stay there. You want to lean into your position. Tighten up the position so it's So because we don't always tighten up the position, we don't know what we're looking for. Yeah, there, that's good. So the more advanced you are, the more precise your position. That's good. Lean in a little, yeah. And we're a little slightly bent here. Tighten that up like that. Yeah. Yeah, so you. Okay, so that's that piece. That happens on both sides of the form, right? So that third piece, we have the two sections in there. So we'll just put that whole section together, then we'll move on. All right, ready? So we're in the Chun Kyo position. We punched, pass through, stroke, reverse, sink the elbows, and turn. So you notice when I drop my elbows, then I turn, that gives you a better transition. Because when your hands are up here, you're exposed here, right? So if you punch here, you punch toward me, I have to intercept it here. I don't want to be here and then I turn like this. I kind of miss that whole space right there. So I have to intercept here. It doesn't have to be this hand, then it becomes that. So when I'm here and it turns, that's the drag claw. Because I'm here, it just goes out. You don't have to come down here and then go out. It just turns. That's what happens. And then we turn, cross step, separate the hands, turn. Palm strike with a sliding step. Scoop, press, kick, and jump back. Thrust down, open, chop. Twist. Kick, 1, 2. Okay, good. So that's done. So on the butterfly palms, that's the next section. So we're here. Your palms go down, then you're going to go that way. So you want your fingertips to point that way. So you imagine this circle. Then you step to the corner and you turn your body. So you have two movements, a cutting hand and a center line block. Goes to the shoulder, step to horse stance, and push. Then we step again and cross. We spin. We cross. Flip the hands, cutting hand, and that center block. Step to horse stance, and push. Okay? So then we step through center and go to horse stance, a fist, and a fist. Okay, again, a fist, and an uppercut. Okay. So actually butterflies were pretty good. So you guys can work on that. But the cross block, your hands have to be like this. You have two cross block positions, right? If we just look in the mirror, the first hand is here, second hand is here. So if you look at my arms, they look almost parallel, right? 1, 2. 1, 2. But if you look down at your arms from the top, it looks like they're crossed. You see? So you're here. 1, 2, 1, 2. When you're in the horse stance, this is here. So you see that? This is here. You step up. 1, 2. So that's your target position for the posture. So your arms should be slightly parallel, right? Yeah. Actually, it's like this, really. One, it's like this. So if you look at your arms, from here it looks like it's cross. Because when it's here, it's cross. Boom. Boom. Right? And you switch the other side. Step. Boom. So that's why it has to be there. That's your cross block. So the cross block is just two of these. In the form, we're doing this. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, shake it out. So that completes that. Then the next movement, when you're here, we have to step back, right? So the next movement is going to end up here. You see how that is? There's one hand here, one hand here. You step backwards and turn. turn. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Turn. You see how the body turns? You see how this comes across? And this hand here, remember we said about chopping your elbows here? Goes right to the neck. Right? Uppercut. Step back. Turn to horse stance and block at the same time. Set up your elbow. Set up your elbow. Turn. Okay? Rear foot adjust. 1. Horse stance elbow. Dropping palm. Back fist. Okay, so let's do the back fist when it's from here. A little bit bigger. In other words, you don't want to do this. If you look in the mirror in the dropping palm, you don't want to just do this. Too small, see? You want to do this. You see how my hand came back in here? Because this is where your arm starts. The circle starts from here. If your elbow's out there and you start to do the strike, it's going to be too small. So you want to pull it in till it's hanging here, and then do your back fist. So that fills out that space. Because if you're here and you go like this, it's not going to work. It has to come from here. That makes it bigger. Yeah, again. So, yeah, and then when you transition, it goes in there, see? And then it gets bigger. If you don't do this, then it stays too small. So when you come in, go up a little, and then down. Yeah, so fill it out. Okay, once you're in the back fist position, right, we're here. Let's do that again. Trapping hand, back fist, and that's on the back side, right? So then we're going to sword finger. We put this underneath the armpit here. Then we spin around, drop the hand to here, and then lift up. Okay. Back fist here. Now we kind of shift and pivot. Shift and drag this foot across here. The hand slides down to here. Then you lift up to here. Okay. So all the blue belts should know this, because when you do the form and you move on to yellow belt, we don't want to go back and fix all those things that we're supposed to know when we're in the yellow belt and the blue belt level. Because when we move on to new form, you know, we're not going to practice these as much. You're going to focus on your new stuff. So it's going to be a problem if you don't know it. You're going to say, well, I never learned that. But this is at the blue belt level, you should learn this, right? So you're here. 1, 2, 3. You can bring it down if that's easier and come up. So the key thing is once you get to this frontal side, your hands have to be here. Then when you come up towards your center, you turn away. Lift and turn. Cross. Torso's facing that corner. We relax the arms and roll. But when we roll, we have to drop into the stance. So your feet, yep. Bend your knees. Come on, Mac. Yep. Oh, so your feet on. If your legs are doing this, this is why it's happening. If your legs are too close, and you start to bend, then you see this big hole in here. You shouldn't see that. When you cross, there should be no gap here. All right. Then when you step. Now here's the other thing. If you go like this, and you trap and you got this big hole in here, then you can't move this foot. When you turn and you spin, the weight is here, and then you can step up, right? Because when we're here, we're going to step and then turn and thrust. Then we're going to pull back here, put the weight here, and then step up, and then salute. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So all that leg stuff is so you're balanced. Otherwise, you're going to go through the form. It's going to feel like you're off balance. It's going to be clumsy. So that's what you have to work on now. Just get that. So in your second form, you learn the sequence. Try to fix some of that stuff. By the time you're blue belt, you already know it. But if you're in blue belt level and you don't know it, then you should kind of remember these things. Okay, any questions? Do you guys finish second form, right? So she hasn't, call it, yeah. Okay, you want to work with them, Paul? Okay, let's go on to third form. We did half of that yesterday. So we start off like this, right? So make a V, fold the wrist and your hands look like that. Put your thumb on that index finger. That's your mantis hand, right? It's a tong long. The mantis is like this. It looks like this. Okay, so that's how your hand should look. Now your forearms, if you know what a praying mantis is, it's an insect, and the forearms are like they're like this, right? That's what a praying mantis looks like. So you're just trying to mimic that structure. Now when we're here and we make a circle, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's your circle, there's your block. In Hung Gar, if our hands are like this, there's our circle, there's our circle. So it doesn't matter, it's praying mantis or it's Hung Gar or any other southern style, the forearms are the same, you know. So in the mantis, your hands are like this, that's all. Okay. Now if I go like this, there's my center line. If I go like this, there's center line. So if you do Tai Chi, there's your center line, there's your center line. No difference. So when I'm here, it goes here. 1, 2, 3. See that? See that? 1, 2, 3. That's how we get into that position. Okay. So we don't pull it back to here. Not with this one. Okay, so there's, right, see that motion. Now, if you did this and did this, there's your dragon claw, right? So even though you're learning a different form, you have to be familiar with that, with the transition. So we're here. 1, 2. 1, 2. So that's your basic center line block. It happens from here. Okay. So when we punch, this hand slaps, right? Okay. So slap. So what's the purpose of slapping yourself? That doesn't make sense, right? Why would you hit yourself? Well, because you're practicing feeling. So this hand is slapping. Now, we don't always block using our hand. We always block with the forearm most of the time. So someone throws a punch, that's what you're doing. Just slap it away, right? He throws a punch, he throws another punch, that's all you're doing. But we don't want to just do it like that out of control. We want to do it like this. This is your point, that's your other hand. This is your point, there's your other hand. So it just gives you some contact and experience of what it feels like. So now, the form, we're like this, right? We're in the high block position, then we hop, and we go like that. And then we cross, and then we're like that. So we 1, 2. But you don't want your elbows like that. You want your elbows like that. Right, Matt? Okay, then we're here. Then we hop. This one we go like this. Hop. Let's do that again. Right. So leave the foot here. Yeah. So this is almost like a knee strike. Like a knee strike. And step down heel first, sliding step. 1, 2, 3, lunge. Strike out, right? So here, 1, 2. Okay, sorry. 1, 2 is 1, 1, 2. Okay, so both of those One's like this and one's like this. Still a step through. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Let's relax the shoulder. Fold the elbow. 3. Turn your torso this way. And then punch. Down, elbow, back fist. Okay. So just remember, this is a square position. Then you turn your body like this. You could actually turn both ways, but the thing is, in this form, when we're like this, we're like this, right? So it's 1, 2, so we're turned here, and then we're going to turn again, right? Turn. Then you go down, then elbow, and then back fist. So this elbow is almost the same as in its first form, and then the back fist. So that's a standard back fist. So I just bring up these things so you're familiar, because you move on to another form. It's not really a different elbow. It's the first and second, third form is a rolling elbow. The second form is a poking, a thrusting elbow. So when we're here, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, roll. Back fist. Okay. Try that again. 1. So this hand is here now, because we came from here. This is here. After your 3 steps and you lunge, it's still there. It's still here. From here you shoot out the punch. Okay. All right, so when we're here, hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step up 5. Okay, cross step. Punch. Step down. Elbow. Back fist. Okay. So the next movement is going to look like this. Right? We're in the back fist. We're going to drop the hand like this. Thrust, pull, and high. Right? So we're here, right? Back fist. In the back fist. Turn facing the mirror and shoulder height. And pull. Thrust. Pull. High. Ginger knuckle, like throwing a ball, like throwing a baseball. To the tempo. Drop. Bend to this side. Come back to the center. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So here's that again. You see that? 1, hook, sit back, hop. 1, 2 on 3. Open the hand like this. Punch. Catch your elbow. So you slide your hand through and it stops at your elbow. Then you stomp, lift, hop. 1, 2 lunge. Same as the beginning. Throw, grab, and pull. Okay, so when we're here, 1, 2, 3. Hop. 1, 2, 3. Now right from here we shoot down. We drop the elbow, and so that's like that grab. Pull back. Low block. Push. Hook. Step to leaning. Create an elbow. Step up. Drop your hook. Elbow. Horse stance. High. Here's that setup. You're going to drop the elbow. Chop. Hook. Turn. Double elbow. Okay, now let's face the mirror. This next movement, we don't actually get to see it all the time. So we're here. Set it up. Step like this. and then turn. But look at I'm in a leaning stance. Okay, so we're here, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this hand is here. It's like this is like you're holding something. More almost level or a little bit lower than level. Okay, so here. 1, 2. We're set up like this. Slides down the arm and you do this. Okay, so if your hands are in the right place and you slide, that's all you're doing. It's like counterbalancing, equal opposite. This is slicing like this, right? This is punching like this. So the torso essentially does that. Now I adjust my feet and punch. There's your left punch. Actually, we don't have too many left punches in this. So we're here. 1. Let's go to elbow position. Now, don't flare it out. Keep it in. Put it on top. Slice. 1, 2. Okay. So everybody familiar with that? Now, once you're here, in the form, you should do this. 1. Right? High block. Foot. Hand's going to switch. Foot's going to do that. And you're here. High block. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the hand, first set this up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is horizontal. So we had vertical like this. This horizontal. So here, just do this. Let's just do this. So all it is called reversing the ball or just flipping it over, right? Let's do this. Flip it over. You know, if you're holding a steering wheel and you go like this, that's reversing the ball, right? If you turn your hands and open your palms, you're doing this. But when the one hand gets to the top, you do this, and this one does this. You flip it over, this one does this, and this one does that, right? So we just did that movement. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so where's it get a little more challenging is the torso, right? Yes. So if I'm here. 1, 1, right? That's the movement. If I switch the other side, that's the movement, right? So the bottom one gets on top and you do that. The bottom one's on top, it does that. Right, when we're here, it's bottom one, right? So this hand is just doing this. Okay, let's do the legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, again, let's step back. So it's called a hook foot. You're trying to hook. You're trying to hook. 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 Okay, let's step back again. So the big challenge in getting that hook foot to come out is turning this front foot out. Because if you don't turn this foot, you're going to end up like that. So you have to end up getting this foot here before you hook. So this is a turn out. So you hook, turn this foot out, and hook. Now some people just stomp. Okay, you can step back. Some people just stomp. If your foot's in this position, say, so that works too, because in order to stomp, you know you have to turn your foot out. But then when you smooth it out, because this takes longer. If I'm here and I go like this, then you can't coordinate it with your hands because the hands are going to be smooth. So once you have the foot position, then you want this foot to actually go up too high. You know, just think about it. If you pick your foot off the ground higher, it takes longer because you got to put it back down. So the less you pick it up, the better. Now when we're here, you want to tie that together. We're here. This goes like this. As this foot turns out, then you hook. This foot goes out, and then you hook. This foot goes out, and then you hook. This foot goes out, and you hook. Okay. So that's something you practice till you get that coordination. You got it, Matt? But this one, now in the form, we're going to have to do this hop. Right? One, this is your left, your right, and then we're going to do that. And then hands do that. Right. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Kick, jump, kick, and poke. Right? Jump, poke, slap, step, slice. Okay, so when you're here, kick, poke, slap, forward, slap, forward, slap, forward, turn. So here's your horse, here's your leaning. Horse, leaning. Okay, so this we did this yesterday. All you're doing is this. Right? Same as a deflection, right? Want to try it? Well, because we do this, that's a slap, right? So if you throw a punch here, right? They slap, right? You throw a punch here, slap, see, here. So it's low. My hand is up, it goes down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so here. So that's what that is. I just poked here, then I slap. Step down, turn. And I'm like this. Right. So here, ready? 1, 2, 3. Kick, jump kick, slap, step, turn. From here, up, down, cut, down, cut, down, cut. And so for the look, you want to look down, right? So when we're here, you hook, you go down, look here, down, look, down, look, step, elbow, punch, punch, punch. 1, switch feet. 2, 3 sweeps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we turn. Okay, so do we know how to make a 180-degree turn? When you're here, we're going to turn like this, stomp here, switch the hands, and sweep. We switch, switch, okay. So what most people have trouble with the sweep, because we're on this side, we don't know how to get this foot over here to do that. When you sweep this way, it comes from the inside to out, right? If you turn, this foot has to know to be there. So this leg is missing something. It's missing the hook. So you have to practice this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the footwork is very tricky. You have to practice it because every movement that we learn, if the body doesn't know it, it has to figure it out. So it does take, learning Kung Fu is not just running through the motions. You have to analyze the movement. So there is, some learning on that level. Because if you analyze the movement, then you'll begin to understand what you're learning. Because if you don't understand what you're learning, you're just copying. So if you don't have anything to copy, you won't know it. So when you do it, it's just second nature. See, this has to go this way. So your body in the lower half has to know which side to go to. So that's something that, okay, let's just try about a dozen of those. Ready? Sweep this side. Switch. 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 Okay. So if you do it like that, then after a while, you start to get the knack of it, and then it starts to form. Now, once you get the knack of it and it's there, then remember, you don't want to lift the foot up too high. You want the foot to be close to the floor for efficiency. So that's what improving the form is, and making the movements more accurate. Okay, so then from there, where do we go? We're at this point, and we did this already. We did the 3 sweeps, 1, 2, 3, and here's your turn. Okay, and then you do another sweep, and then the next sweep we're going to go into the sweep and hook and chop. Right? So that's like this. Ready? Let's try this. Go this way. Face that way first. Turn. Sweep. Now here's what we have to do. We have to do this. Then this. And hook. And chop. So it's this. So we're here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Hook. I'm going to chop and hook. So because you know that this is going opposite, just like this is going opposite. It's the same torso movement. So when we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4. The hand is here. The interception is here. My hand is here, and the hand is there. So you look at this movement. This is what it kind of looks like in application. My hand is here. He punches, and it's coming here. I'm here. 1, 2, 3. You see? So I'm here. 1, 2, 3. You see? So when you interact, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's your final movement. Then we turn, and we end up like that. So let's do that again, right? We punch. We turn like this. That's your end movement. Face the mirror. Step up with the double elbow. Step up with the double palm. And press. That's closing movements. So if you haven't reached the end of the form, I just took you to the end of the form just so you kind of review all the different things, the pieces that are there. Maybe learn the whole sequence. The next class you guys can pick up on that. So let's run through the whole thing from the beginning, and then you should do the best. So you have you finished the third form? No. So a lot of that's new and you haven't. So we can do it from the beginning just to see what it's like. Okay, ready? Okay, ready? Let's try to stay together. Let's move this way a little. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hop. 1, 2, 3 on 4. Step through. Cross step and grab. Punch and knee. Elbow. Back fist. Turn, poke. Shoulder level. Pull down. High block. Ginger knuckle. So ginger knuckle, throw your body into it. Throw it into it. Otherwise you won't be able to reach. Hook. Sit back. Hop. 1, 2. Lunge. Catch your elbow. Uppercut. Hop. 1, 2. Lunge. Grab. Pull into horse stance. Push to leaning. Hook to leaning. Hook to elbow suspended. High block. Drop your elbow. Set up your chop like this. Hook elbow. Step. Open your stance and pull. Okay, good. Right here. Okay. Pivot. Punch. Okay, here's that sweep. Ready? Sweep. 1, 2. Hop. Kick. Kick. Slice. Right hand up. Drop down. Cut. Go looking low. Drop down. Cut. Drop. Cut. Elbow. 1, 2, 3. Switch feet. Sweep 1. Sweep 2. Sweep 3. Turn. Sweep again. Sweep and chop. Let's do that sweep and chop. Well, let's try that again. We just turned. We're on the left side. The right side. Sit. Hook. Hook and chop. So you're twisting the body here. Yeah. Right. Hook. Left back fist. This is pulling back like a cutting hand. Hop. 1, 2, 3. Punch. Turn. And close. Okay, let's do the closing movements again. Ready? After the punch, sit back and turn. End up here. Face the mirror. Step up. Left. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So seems like you guys are up to here, huh? You beyond that? Did you get to cutting hands? Yeah. Oh, up to there. Okay. So let's just do that from here. 1, 2. All right. So from there, you're like this. Then you're gonna sweep. Now this is the opposite way, but we'll just go through the motions. This was the correct side. 1, 2. Okay. 3. Kick. Kick. Poke the eyes. Slap. Slice. Hook. Right side. Catch your elbow. Here's that catch. Drop your hand. Cut. Look to the lower hand. Lower hand. Cut. 1, 2. Elbow. Punch, punch, punch. Up. Now sweep 3 times. 1, 2, 3. turn. 1, 2, hook and chop, left hook, left back fist, pull back hop. 1, 2, lunge, punch, turn to close, goes to the back, double elbow. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So sequence is just something you have to memorize, but the execution is a little harder to learn, but we need to at least realize that when you do these movements, there is execution. So when your hands cross, the lower hand is the side you're going in. The lower hand is the side you're going in, and this is a cut. So this cut is like this. And you kind of hook your wrist like this. Yeah. So, hey Lawrence, what you doing? So this, why would you catch your hand like this, right? Because that's the position, right? So what it is if someone throws a punch to your face, yeah, and I go like this, I'm avoiding, right? I'm avoiding. So I go like this. That's what you're doing. He punches, boom. See, that's why you go like this. It's here. Yep. Boom. I'm here. Okay. So that's a hard punch to detect because I'm going alongside him. I catch his arm and I strike here. Right. So that's now, but my hands are here. This is a block. If he punches here, I'm here. Then I cut. I can kick. So the movement is to here. So this becomes, that's why it's underneath. So I'm sinking. This is to counteract the movement, even though it looks, boom. Or maybe I'm in a position like this, and he's going to kick this leg. Then I step down, you see. So that's also avoiding. So you're avoiding. 1, 2. See. Then on the third one, this is the elbow. Your hand is here. He punches here. See. So and then you're like this. So all movements have, some technique. So as the more you kind of look at the movements and analyze the motion, then it starts to click. And then when you do it, you start to be able to make sense of everything. But there's the most simple explanation for the technique. Then there's also something a little more abstract that you may not know that it's there until you reach a certain level of understanding. So, okay, deep breathing. So remember, the vertical elbow is here, right? So it's not out here. It's close. How many elbows have we learned so far? We have the rolling elbow, we have the thrusting elbow, and we have this elbow, right? Then we have an elbow that goes behind when we draw back the punch. And then as you progress, you'll have the bick. In the fifth form, you have the elbow like this. So there's quite a few elbows. And then trapping hand, elbow like this.